Hello, guys. This is Latasha Ross. Um, just want to, talk about some stuff about, you know, your mindset. Things about your mindset and the way you're thinking about things. Now, listen. If you I'm not knocking nobody, because for each his own. But for myself and for others that don't want to be average, mediocre, or whatever like that. If you're not one of those people who don't want an average life and don't want to do the average things, then these conversations like this that I'm about to have is for you. This is not for the average people that are okay with doing the basic things. Basic things like working 9 to 5, struggling, the typical things that, they have laid out for us to do that's not working. Well, for me, it's not working. Well, I know really for everybody, it's not working. I mean, how can it work? It's not even designed to work. So, but if you're not, if it's not for you, then hey, I'm not talking to you. No harm done. Whatever. But anyway, for those who don't want to be average, make sure that you understand that you can't do the average things. Average things get you an average life. If you want more, you have to do more. And you got to do things that you never done to get the things you never had. And you can't tell your dreams to people who don't believe in what you believe in. They're not, even trying to live on a platform that you're trying to live on, because they can't wrap their minds around stuff like that. So you got to be careful who you're telling your dreams to. You got to be careful who you're listening to. They try to make it seem like, you're crazy. Have you ever seen it on the movies where somebody's telling their loved ones, their family member about, this idea, this dream they have, and, their parents or whoever say, why don't you just go get a real job? That's what they tell you. Go get a real job. Now, nothing is wrong with a job, but I really personally believe that jobs are for a season of your life. It's for a season. It's for people who are, in a place where, you got to eat, you got to eat, you got to have somewhere to stay while you're working on your dream. And if your dream isn't paying you right now, or if it is paying you, but it's not paying you enough, then you have a job. But it's a seasonal thing. You do that until you don't have to do it anymore. You don't go and get a job to have one forever. And if you're somebody who decided you want to keep your job, that's up to you. You can keep your job. But always be working on your thing, your idea. When you get off work, you need to then clock in into your thing. Find a few hours or whatever, how many hours you can to work on your business. Because the thing about it is this. You got to go to school to get a job. Okay? And the job consists of telling you what to do, telling you how many times out of a week that you can take a vacation. Out of a year that you can take a vacation. Your time broke and underpaid. And being that a business owner, you don't have to go to school. But the people that you want working for you, that's who going to school. So, like I said before, you have to learn the rules of the game. You have to learn the rules of the game. If you don't learn the rules of the game, you're going to get played. I can't emphasize that enough. I can't say that enough. You're just going to get played. So it's rules to this thing. So you just got to be careful who you're listening to, who you're around. You want to be around people that outthink you, that think bigger than you, because if not, you're going to have small thinking and you're going to do small things. So if you want to do big things, you got to be around big thinkers. And if you haven't positioned yourself to be around, big thinkers right now, and at least listen to some mentorship, videos and stuff like that. Read some books.